How's it going, everybody? This is Ronald Tracy Robinson once again, 1/3 of the Political Bombcast. I'm part of the Libertarian Party of Duval County, and I have these two wonderful gentlemen right here representing for the community at large in Jacksonville, Florida. Man, come introduce yourselves and tell us what your organization is about and what you're doing.
Okay. My name is Bico, Mr. Bico, and I'm with the Cure of Violence Noah's Ark out east site. So normally what we do, we are conflict mediation initiative that was proposed by the city. So, we're here just to kind of mediate conflicts, previous beef, just whatever that's going on before somebody had to go pick up a gun or something like that. So we work with a different age group, from 12 all the way down to 55. So, so violence is one of the things that a lot of our community, go through a lot and suffer. So we're here to be that health approach. Compared to a lot of policing, so that's why we step in at.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to have a couple words for us, brother?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here you go.
I'm Frank with Cure Violence, Violent Interrupters. We out here just to stop the shooting and the killings. That's
right.
all it's about.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And one question I have before I pass it to Brother Brown. In July 1st, there was going to be a law that was passed in the state of Florida recently about having to purchase a firearm without needing a concealed carry license. How do you feel about this legislation that's been passed, and how do you feel it's going to affect or not affect at all the violence in our communities?
Yeah. So before we even get to that topic, we gotta talk about the history of gun laws and how effective has it been, just to the black community. So with the Black Panther Party, doing the protests out in Oakland, even all the way down to Negro with a gun. So we see a history of gun ban always has been affected the black community to defend ourselves. So wherever there's a new gun law passed, I always looked at it with a side eye, because who does it affect? Really, when you looked at it, it doesn't affect the white elite. It doesn't affect the other community. It affects us. So when we talk about protection, you gotta have some type of firearm to protect your community. So we have loose heads that run around shooting malls, shooting schools. So we see that there's a threat. There's always a threat in our community. So with proper education, through the youth, where through the community, we'll have a better understanding of gun laws. So that's what I'm at with that. To see that to say that it would affect somehow with the crime rate, we don't know. So for me, what I would look at the other 25 states that's already had that law already in place, and see how that community deal with that issue and compare with us, and we see how we could do some type of case study and come out with our own solution, and how does it affect our community.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
You have a word about that,
Frank. Yeah, to me, it's it really ain't gonna affect me, cause I don't walk out my door going looking to shoot nobody, and I don't worry about nobody shooting me. So all I can say is keep guard first, and you will be protected.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this is Anthony Brown. I'm also 1/3 of the Political Bombcast.
Yes, sir.
I'm the activist of the crew. The question that I have for you guys is, we are about to celebrate Donna Deegan, who is the mayor-elect right now. She's going to officially take over July the 1st.
That's right.
Do you think her being the first female here in Jacksonville is going to change anything significantly for the black community? Does her election represent more symbolism for the black community, or do you think her being in office is really going to be effective for the community in terms of building institutions and changing the narrative of what people think about when they think about Jacksonville, Florida, in terms of black folks?
Yeah. To answer that question for you, for right now, it's kind of too early to judge that. So let's give her some time and see what she produced. Then we could have some type of input in it. But for me, like I said, after a couple of months or maybe a year, to see how she intact, just to start it off with her team. She's working with a nice firm team that they really good, and the work that they done. And so I'm just hoping that they produce some result.
I'm with you. What you said.
I like what they said. I don't necessarily agree.
Okay.
Once she gets in office, she's gonna have to hit the ground running. This narrative has been a repeative narrative over and over again. We're gonna give somebody an opportunity, give them an opportunity. She's got plenty of people that's in her transition team. She's got plenty of people, man, that are close to her to understand the sense of urgency. All of this out here looks great. I doubt very seriously if black folks, man, really have the majority of the ownership out here. And in a couple of years, you're going to have another stadium down there. What does that mean for the black people who have historically lived on the east side? What does that mean for folks in the north side in zip code 32209 that have the highest report of AIDS, that have the highest unemployment in the state of Florida, et cetera, all of the social indicators that are negative? So she's got 5 days. She's got 5 days from the time that she's elected until the time that we can hold her accountable in terms of what she needs to do. The other thing that I want to tell black folks too is, I know we love voting blue no matter who, and I have a couple of libertarians who are 1/3 of the group, the political bombcast. We got to stop that. So if somebody doesn't have a black agenda, then you don't need to vote for them. If they do have a black agenda, then you need to really seriously think about voting for them. And on that note, this is Anthony Brown with the Political Bombcast. We coming to your TV soon. Make sure you check us out.